even before it became a national holiday, that the Uhuru Movement had these events that said not yet Uhuru, and we still say not yet Uhuru, because the demand for reparations is really a anti-colonial demand. It's putting to the question, like, you have all of this wealth on stolen indigenous land, you have kidnapped African people, and then we're supposed to be grateful because after hundreds of years of forced labor, we no longer have to be forced. But what followed that? Yeah. Sharecropping, Jim Crow, lynching, hundreds of years of destruction and violence, and continue to happen to our community. Look what's happening after tornado here in St. Louis. Yeah. You gotta fight for the pennies that they owe us in this community. Reparations is a demand for Juneteenth, and we have to keep that in front of us. But also, more than just making a demand, but you know the colonizers ain't gonna give. You gotta fight for it. Right. So also organizing ourselves outside of this one particular day for liberation. That's why we have the Uhuru Movement. That's why there's so many organizations in the Uhuru Movement, so many ways to be a part of that freedom. And I also want to say this, that people in the sphere of organizing and activism for Black people talk about liberation like it's a catchphrase, but they don't know what it is. They be like, oh, we want liberation. What does liberation mean to you? Does it mean that us is gonna get a free ticket on Southwest on Juneteenth? And for us, liberation in the Uhuru Movement means the total liberation of African people, the ownership over the means of African production, the African working class to take power in our own hands. And that means that we can no longer accept, and we will no longer have capitalism. Colonial capitalism will be overturned and destroyed. That's liberation. We will not be talking about liberation underneath capitalism. That is not going to happen. Right. You cannot maintain colonialism and just for a little piece of it. Right. Of liberation. Liberation has to mean a total destruction of the current colonial system, and something else has to be in its place. And we say the African working class have to unite Africa and use all of the resources for our benefit. So that's what liberation means to us.